Absolutely fantastic! It's good to finally be back. I've been crossing dimensions with Fighter Roar, and he has arrived with me to show off his awesome, powerful mech. First, let's crack this bad boy open. Riobot, Compatible Kaiser, and G Thunder Gate. Sentinel has done a fantastic job bringing to life Compatible Kaiser along with his G Thunder Gate with a fantastic sculpt, accessories, diecast, and full articulation. Before we find out how fantastic Compatible Kaiser is, give this video a like, share, and shop HLJ. Compatible Kaiser stands a little under 11 inches tall and looks great next to our mid-size and larger Chogokin figures from various lines. The scale checks out. Now let's see how well Compatible Kaiser can move. Starting with the head, we can look up, down, left, right. Now we can technically look extremely far forward and you'll see this neck panel actually pops up, but technically that gets into a gimmick that we'll cover later in this review. Moving down to the arms, before we move the arms, we need to address the chest. In its current state, the chest wings are too far out and they will limit the range of motion in the arms. To fix this, what we should do is remove the chest piece. You will notice we can actually pull these wings out. If we flip up here to the top view, you'll see the wings have a double hinge, so we will flip the wings out and activate that hinge and push them back together. And now once we plug the chest piece back in, you'll see we have more clearance for the arms. We can pull the shoulder joint all the way out. The arms can rotate a full 360 degrees with fantastic hard ratcheting joints. The arms can come up a little bit less than 90 degrees with nice ratcheting joints. The shoulder pads are on a bit of a soft hinge so they can move up and get out of the way. We have a ratcheting bicep swivel. We have ratcheting double jointed elbows, which is really cool. Now, there are ratchets in the elbows themselves, and then at the base of the forearms, there is a soft bend. So this is really cool here. We have a swivel in the forearms. The wrist joint is on a ball joint. Now, at times, it does feel like the hands are a bit hindered by this large gauntlet piece, but it's okay. The hands are fully articulated, so we can open the hand all the way up, revealing each finger having its own unique joints. We can spread these all the way out and bend the fingers at each individual digit. This is really cool here. In the upper torso, before we move anything, first we need to flip this navel accent forward to give us a full range of motion. In the upper chest, we can lean forward 2 nice ratcheting clicks. We can tilt to the left and right 1 solid ratcheting click to each side. In the waist, we can do a full ratcheting 360 degree spin, which is very cool. To get the full range of motion in the legs, we need to move the skirt out of the way. The arm of the skirt is on a ball joint as well as the gunmetal and red pieces here. In the legs, we can kick forward this much with fantastic ratcheting joints. We can kick backward this much. Here are all those nice ratchets. The legs can come out to the sides for a full ratcheting split. We have a ratcheting thigh swivel. We have solid ratcheting, double jointed knees. Moving down to the feet are on very nice, hard ratcheting joints. These are very cool. The ankles can tilt and swivel all over the place. The wing accents on the sides are on ball joints, but also these can actually hinge all the way open, which is a really nice touch. This is really cool here. As you can see, Compatible Kaiser has tons of nice solid ratchets and a lot of sharp points. So something to be mindful of, be careful when articulating this figure. You don't want to poke yourself or possibly break or dull any of those nice cool sharp tips. Compatible Kaiser has a fantastic solid weighted feel to him thanks to his internal and external diecast parts, weighing in at 1.5 pounds of cross-dimensional Goken awesomeness. When it comes to Sculpt Paint apps, Compatible Kaiser is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have our large red angular armored head sculpt with metallic gold accents, a metallic gold head crest, and a translucent emerald green gem in the center. The face has a nice stern sculpt with emerald green eyes and gunmetal accents around the mouth. The chest has a stunning armored sculpt with red and metallic gold paint apps. The wings on the chest crest have a nice sharp angular sculpt. In the center of the chest, we have the BF logo, which is a fantastic Easter egg. Shout out to all you cool guys who have played The Great Battle 4 on SNES. The shoulders have a massive sculpt with large sharp pylons, and the shoulder pads themselves with red, gunmetal, and translucent blue accents. The gauntlets have an awesome sculpt with more translucent blue accents. The legs have a sharp angular sculpt with metallic gold knee pads and translucent blue accents on the sides of the knees and shins. The feet have a super sharp sculpt with sharp accents on the ankles and the toes. Now, Compatible Kaiser has a gimmick that you all know I am a sucker for, and that is an LED gimmick. To activate this gimmick, first we will need to remove the head and then flip up the collar piece. As you flip up the piece, it will reveal where the batteries are located for the LED feature. All you'll have to do is simply remove the tab, replace the head, and then press the button in the mid-back. And there we have it, Compatible Kaiser's chest now lights up. This is nice, bright, and absolutely fantastic. I really love this LED feature. Now, something that probably would have really knocked this out of the park, it would have been cool if Compatible Kaiser's eyes and the forehead gem could light up with this as well. But hey, this figure is cool enough as is, and just the chest lighting up alone is more than enough for me. So this is really nice. For accessories, first up we have the Kaiser Boomerang. To set this up, we need to remove the gunmetal skirt pieces, remove both of our golden shoulder pylons, and plug the pylons into the Kaiser Boomerang handle. Next, we have our solid emerald green alternate chest piece that easily swaps out with our normal chest piece. A special tool has been included to help making swapping out these parts easier. Finally, we have our massive black stand with an articulated neck that can plug into Compatible Kaiser's underside for a cool display and to support him in dynamic poses. Now it's time to take a look at the machine that will unlock Compatible Kaiser's true capabilities. First, let's crack this thing open. The G Thundergate is a Sentinel Store exclusive release sold separately from Compatible Kaiser that is a cool piece within itself, gives us new accessories, and gives us the ability to turn Compatible Kaiser into G-Compatible Kaiser. When it comes to articulation for the G Thundergate, we can move the head up and down a bit. We can actually shimmy/finesse the wing joint out, and once we have that all the way out, we can tilt the wings and rotate them very freely. This is very cool. Also in the back, we can actually lift up and down this thruster part here on the back. I'm not sure what this is called, but that's cool as well. Sculpt and paint wise, the G Thundergate is fantastic. The nose has a sharp metallic gold sculpt with emerald green accents. On the top, we can see the red and translucent blue cockpit. The body has a sharp red sculpt with white, sky blue, and gunmetal accents. The wings are sharp with nice panel lining. The fins have a sharp sculpt with metallic gold accents. The thrusters have an angular gunmetal sculpt. Now for accessories, first we have our landing feet that easily connect to the underside of the G Thundergate. So these are kind of like eagle talons, I guess. Next, we have our long gunmetal energy cannons that firmly connect into the base of the wings. Next, we have a cool gunmetal accessory that I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. This piece is added to the wings. I'm not sure if this is where rockets come from or if this is some type of booster mode engagement or something like that. If you guys know, let us all know in the comments below. Finally, we have our large black stand with an articulated neck that the G Thundergate can easily connect to. Now, let's combine the G Thundergate with Compatible Kaiser and upgrade him to G Compatible Kaiser. Now we have G Compatible Kaiser. This looks absolutely fantastic. Compatible Kaiser already had a ton of shelf presence just by itself, but now combined with the G Thundergate, G Compatible Kaiser really has a massive, powerful presence. We have the new upgraded super sharp regal head crest and closed mouth. Both the wings and beam cannons look really great as well. With the G Thundergate attached, G Compatible Kaiser stands a whopping 14 inches tall. Now when articulating G Compatible Kaiser, I absolutely recommend that you remove the G Thundergate, pose G Compatible Kaiser the way you want, and then reattach the G Thundergate. There are a lot of sharp points on this figure now thanks to the upgrade, and you definitely don't want to poke yourself or break any of these nice sharp points. If you want to pose the cannons over the shoulder, remember the connecting points can hinge and also the cannons can rotate. Now, we have two accessories specifically for G Compatible Kaiser. First up, we have our combined fists. These are a bit tricky to attach. You have to bend the arms, elbows, and forearms just right to get them to plug in snugly. Once they're in, this looks really cool. There is a port inside of the hand so you can plug them into a stand. finally have our super long, sharp over Kaiser sword with a metallic silver blade and detailed metallic gold hilt with a translucent emerald green jewel. Now, let's do some scene building. As a whole, Compatible Kaiser, or should I say G-Compatible Kaiser, turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The sculpt is well done, the paint-ups are crisp, we have great accessories, diecast, and full ratcheting articulation. I can't express enough how much I love this release, it's just so cool. Even if you decide to skip the G Thundergate set, which I recommend that you do not skip it, Compatible Kaiser is amazing on his own. I absolutely recommend picking up Compatible Kaiser and the G Thundergate set. Now, how much does this all cost? I imported my Riobot Compatible Kaiser from Hobbylink Japan for $253. I imported the G Thundergate set directly from the Sentinel Store site for $70. Both of these releases are totally worth it. To see more Riobot reviews or learn about the buildings I use in my reviews, click the links on screen right now. Be sure to follow me on social media, definitely follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next review.